Okay, so here we go. Last session में हमने देखा था कि how to make a pull request and all. Now in this session we will see that how to make changes to a lot of files and how to set up the repository locally and how to make push from the local repository to the repository which is present in GitHub. So for example, let me take you to the whole workflow. I have to contribute in this repository, which is in Hack Club's account. It is not in my account. So first, what I have to do is I have to fork right. So here, over here, this is like this. I have to fork, and then I have to get the content of this repository into my computer in my local storage. So what I have to do is like create in this click in this Dropbox and click on this link, or and then you have to go to anywhere where you want to store this content in a command line. But the prerequisite for this one is you have Git installed in your computer. If you do not have Git installed, install it right away. In Windows, it can be simply done by visiting that Windows store or something like that. And in Mac and Linux, search for install Git, and there will be this official website git-scm.com/downloads. Here you'll see all the documentation to install Git for Windows. I believe they have a exe file. Just run that exe file and you're good to go. After that, you can check by git -- version. This is the terminal or the command line you can use, say, in Windows. Git - version. If you see something like git version 2.17 or something like that, it will be it means that your Git is properly installed. If you see some error that like Git is not found or something like that, it means that your Git is not properly installed. There are tons of tutorial on YouTube on how to install Git and all. We'll not go into that. Now I'm assuming that you have Git installed in your computer. Now I'm assuming that you have Git installed on your computer and you want to set the changes Git Hack Club /demo repo. Now I'm assuming that you have Git installed in your computer and you want to get the content of this repository locally. So first you have to fork it. I've already forked it so that the content get transferred into my account. See, now it's in my account. Click on this Dropbox, copy this link, and in the terminal type git clone and space the link for the repository. Oh, sorry, git clone. And this link for the repository. This will automatically downloads all the content of this repository. Now I should have a folder called demo repo in my dump folder, in a folder called dump. This is that dump folder, and somewhere around it I should have see, there's a folder called demo repo, and it have all the contents: main.cpp, readme, main.cpp and readme. See, that's how we can get the content of a repository locally into our computer. Just type git clone and the URL of the repository which you want to clone. This process is known as cloning, as the word says, like it is similar to creating a copy. So if you remember well, in the first session I said that GitHub is a platform to host repositories, where a lot of repositories are placed so that everyone can access this online. So what git clone do is take a copy of that online repository and paste it in our local systems. You can think of something like that. So that's how you can clone it into a repository. Now, suppose I want to make changes. Let me open up my Visual Studio Code, cd demo repo. Now I'm in the demo repo folder. I'll open up my Visual Studio Code over here. This is the main.cpp file, as you can see over here also. Main.cpp. What does it contains? Same to same contents. So if I want to make some changes like cout, hello world, or something like that, any changes I made. Now these changes are made in my local repository. See, there's a folder called VS Code also have been made automatically by Visual Studio Code. Now these changes are being made in my local repository. Now I want it to appear in this repository as well. So if you remember well, in the last session we saw that we can just click on this edit this file button and edit the content, and then create a something called commit means making changes to the code. So that's what we are going to do over here. Now I've made the changes. Now just you have to type git add and space and dot. Git add, what does this do is, like, there's something called as staging area, etc., etc. in Git. You do not need to understand it as a beginner. You can understand it later as you proceed further in Git. This says Git to make the changes you have made into the local repositories. Okay, so you have to first do git add and then git commit -m message, any message you want to give, like added cout statement statement. Any message would you like to give? Let me take it over here. I'll resonate with what's going on over here. So first, what I've done is cout hello world. So what I'm doing in the local repository is like writing this cout hello world and then committing changes. Committing changes can be done by this command, get commit -m. M stand for message, and the message which you are going to type over here should be typed over here, like added cout statement. It will be equivalent to writing added cout statement over here and making a commit. I'll cancel this and added cout statement and okay, commit. See, add two file change. One is that VS Code folder which was automatically generated, and other is that main.cpp file which I've modified. Okay, now the changes are done in my local repository, correct? Now I want to push those changes into the repository which is hosted on GitHub. So what you have to do is simply go and say git push. Okay, git push origin main. For initially it will prompt for credentials. Password for GitHub is this is my password. See, now get what you have to simply do is get push, and it will make all the changes, everything up to date. Now you can see that those changes are being reflected in the original repository as well. It should be cout statement should be there. See, cout hello world is there, and that VS Code folder is also there, which I added. Now what if I don't want to include this .vs code folder, as it is specific to my own computer? See, this just contains settings for my VS Code. So like, what if I don't want to include this folder? So there's something called a git ignore file. You have to just create a .git ignore file. Git ignore. Always note that its name is never gonna change. It will always be git ignore. You have to create a .git ignore file and enter the folder's name you want to you don't want to push in GitHub. Like in this case, it's .vs code, correct? .vs code. Now I just want to again have to add changes, commit changes, ignore. Now I've ignored the git VS Code folder, and now I could just do git push Hmm. It should be done now, I believe. हाँ देखो ये डॉट गेट इग्नोर फाइल was added and I wonder why VS Code wasn't there. Never mind, it seemed to be some problem with my laptop, but it should work. I don't know, there's some problem with my laptop, so that's why this folder is still present over here, but it should be ignored. So that's how we push things on GitHub. Let me sum up things. Once you make any changes, you have to do git add this command. After you have added things, then you have to do git commit -m and the message you want to send, and then you have to do git push push. Do not worry, it will take some time to learn all these commands. There's a good cheat sheet by Atlassian, I believe. Git Atlassian, this one, and by GitHub Education as well. It contains all the things that are commands I've discussed, like git clone, and this is repos URL. Then git add, this one, git commit -m. Currently, we have seen all just the three of these commands, as these are just necessary for getting started. Later, you can learn all these by as we go further. So that's it.